Philip, good morning. One British commentator we heard here today has said that's not a resignation, that's a negotiation.
Well, it is. It's all part of negotiation, but what it's doing is clearing the decks so that Labor can have a go at wooing the Liberal Democrats, who it had appeared had been just about to do a deal with the Conservatives. It's been an absolutely extraordinary day where, at the beginning of the day, the Conservatives and the Lib Dems were locked in negotiations. They were coming out saying things are looking good, things are moving along well. They both then went off to their respective parties to report back to their MPs. There were some questions, but there was no sense that this was all about to unravel. And suddenly, Gordon Brown stepped out of number 10 and said, I'm going and I'm clearing the decks, and this will allow the negotiations with the Labor Party to proceed at a formal level, and then revealed that actually they'd been talking to the Lib Dems all along. So the Conservatives will be feeling a sense of treachery, I think, is not too strong a word for it, from the Lib Dems, who have clearly been talking behind their backs. And now we're in this extraordinary situation where we're in a bidding war, an open bidding war for the affections of Nick Clegg.
And it would seem also that the Conservatives have made some rather remarkable offers as part of their attempted deal with the Lib Dems, particularly on electoral reform.
Absolutely, and electoral reform has been a key demand from the Lib Dems, because they do so badly under the current first-past-the-post system. And Labor had always said, well, come with us and we'll give you that reform. Now the Conservatives have come out at the last minute and said, look, now that Gordon Brown's come out and clearly there are open formal negotiations, we're going to up our offer and we'll give you a referendum on reform. Now, it would be reform to really establish an Australian-style preferential system. So it's nothing new to us, but it's very new here. The Conservatives have been absolutely opposed to any sort of change or tinkering with the first-past-the-post system. But this shows the desperation. They see this thing getting out of hand, running away from them at the last second. And so they have made this extraordinary offer, and now the Liberal Democrats are left with the choice. Do we go with the party with the greatest numbers, that's the Conservatives, and will get the possibility of reform, or do we go with the Labor Party, which has been soundly defeated at the election and still won't have a majority even if we join them? And get instant reform. So we're now in this very difficult situation where they're dealing with both sides. And again, it's boring, I know. I come back every night saying we simply don't know which way this is going, but we don't.
Well, we don't, I guess, until we hear from the most popular girl at the party, and that's the Lib Dems, the one that everyone wants to dance with. When are we expected to hear some sort of observation or comment from the leader?
Well, we've really Nick Clegg has basically come out and said that he appreciates Gordon Brown's moving aside, and implied that yes, he was an impediment, and now that he's gone, the way is clear for full-blown negotiations. Now, is that what was stopping them before? When they started this process, he said, I will negotiate with the Conservatives because they are the party which has the most seats and attracted the most votes. And it was assumed that he would see that process through to the end, and if it didn't work, then he turned to the Labor Party. But now he's courting both at the same time. He's two-timing, and one of the first girlfriend doesn't like it.
That's right, and I can imagine that. Just quickly and finally, then Philip, as you say, incredible changes and fast-moving changes over the last few hours. Are we getting ahead of ourselves to talk about who the next Labor leader might be?
Well, not really. It will be discussed and people will start positioning themselves. David Miliband, the Foreign Secretary, is one name. Ed Miliband, his brother, is another. Alan Johnson, an older candidate, seen as sort of, the older, representing the older generation, more stable, more experienced. The current Home Secretary, he's another name. So there are a few hats that could go in the ring. Harriet Harman, the Deputy at the moment, although she probably wouldn't do very well, probably seen too close to Gordon Brown. But there will be change. It'll probably be generational change. But we won't see this until the conference, the Labor Party conference in September. So like him or love him, we've got Gordon Brown till then, unless of course, the Conservatives can do a deal. And look, this whole process now is so inherently unstable and moving so quickly that a second election is quite possible, especially given the Lib Dem Labor scenario, because they would still need the support of some of these minor parties, the Scottish Nationalists, the Welsh, and some from Northern Ireland. And if any of those pulled out at any time, then they could be rolled. So we're in for a very interesting political times here in Britain.
Who knew the world's oldest parliamentary democracy could make it look so fresh and new? Philip Williams, good to talk to you again. Thanks so much.
Thank you.